Hey guys, Hector Castillo Poppy from girlschase.com here to talk to you about how to avoid social circle bombs that will ruin your reputation and make things really bad for you or just cause a lot of trouble. So when you're dealing with a social circle bomb, you're dealing with a high risk, high reward situation, because if it's not high reward, then you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But for the dumbasses out there, just avoid high risk as well. But if it does high reward, then you have to realize the possible consequences that are going to happen because of your actions. And I want you to think of them in pluses or minuses. So all the actions that you take in groups of people who know of you and will also interact with each other and talk about what you've done or what you've said, they're all going to be either helping you towards your goals or hurting your goals. Okay? So if your goal is to stay in the good graces of the people in the group because you like spending time with them, you maybe want to avoid the minuses in the high risk, high reward situation. Now, if you're dealing with a social group that you really don't give that much of a shit about, and there's something risky, like sleeping with this girl that this guy really likes, or maybe it's his ex-girlfriend, but you don't really care, like you just want to sleep with that girl, like you don't care about the implications to this because you don't even know the guy, you met him once. Like, I'm not beholding to you, I don't have to limit my life because of what's going to make you happy or make you sad, but you have to realize it could be really negative if you find out you've tried or did succeed or tried and failed. So when you make these actions, they're going to build up this person's perception of you and this person, and then that's going to like coagulate because people talk to each other and share opinions, but they each have their own unique opinion about you, but there's going to be an interplay and an exchange of information, and it's going to either make you much look better to them or look worse or just look different, because a lot of times bad doesn't equal bad. So a lot of people, they think like a bad reputation, he's got a bad reputation. Now in college, and I would say even now, in some ways I have a bad reputation, but when I'm saying bad, I mean just a bad, maybe like a bad boy reputation, or there's some very non-mainstream, super friendly, harmless reputations that I have. So you can consider it bad, but it's not really bad because it contributes to my goals, which is to sleep with women. And so for women to know that, for instance, I teach men how to sleep with women and how to date them and how women think and what they want and what they feel, and a lot of my opinions are going to be a bit contentious, that's going to get me some negatives in some way, but only in response to if I want to be known as a harmless, nice guy who's very normal. Or do I want girls to think I'm a fucking sex hound and I'll fucking them and bend them over if they give me the chance? I want that, so it's a plus, but it's going to cause a lot of minuses as well. Maybe guys aren't going to trust me as much. Maybe guys are going to be threatened by me. Maybe women are going to feel auto-reject because they know I'm such a player and they are attracted to me, but at the same time, they feel like I'm unattainable on a relationship level, like I'm not going to care about them. See, there's implications to your actions, and whether it's good or bad just has to do with what you want. But let's go through a few bombs that are just always going to be fucking intense, no matter what, and then you have to decide how you deal with them. And I actually messed up one of these recently, and I'm really curious how it's going to play out. So one that I'm very strict about, though, is home wrecking, and then just dealing with exes. So home wrecking is fucking a girl who is with another guy. It can happen from a man, the man can invade the relationship, or a woman invades the relationship and the man cheats. If I fuck a girl who has a boyfriend, that social circle is gonna be very pissed at me because I'm disrupting the social cohesion. Okay, there's an order when people are together, like it's easy, like yes, he's with her and he's with her, right? And it's kind of ideal and it's nice and it's pretty, but people don't realize that sex is a bit complicated. And so their pretty perfect world can be ruined by some super high value guy who fucks that girl because she was actually super bored with her nice, perfect boyfriend, right? She was always going on double dates with the other couple and everyone's best friends, but she really wasn't getting fucked right. And she met someone like me or someone else and like had a great fucking time with him because he's, for whatever reason, not what that man is. He's everything that he's not. And so he home wrecks. But question is, for me, my only barrier is, am I friends with you? In general, I avoid girls who have boyfriends now, but I have to be honest, it is something that turns me on. I enjoy doing it. But if I know you, if I meet you and you seem like a nice guy, I'm gonna be very, very polite with your girl. But if I meet you and you're kind of a dick to me, or I just don't really give a shit of who you are and I feel no loyalty to you, I might do it. But if you're a friend, oh my God, no. Like I'm the opposite. I'm just gonna be like totally polite. I'll be nice to her, but I'm not gonna flirt because I would never fucking do that. But there's a lot of people who don't care that much. They act like they're good friends, but they're not. So my way of avoiding these bombs is I'm not concerned with that social circle because if I don't like him, I probably don't like other people in it. But if I don't really care for him, but I care about the social circle, then I'm gonna avoid it as well because I don't wanna deal with the negative consequences of it. Now you can say, well, it's bad and you should never do it. Be like, give me a reason why, give me an ethical argument why it's bad. It's not like you own her, you're not married, right? And even if you are married, it's a complex. So do you think that's wrong? Not necessarily, she's doing what she wants, right? I'm concerned, I'm a consequentialist. I don't think there's anything inherently bad or inherently good. I'm looking at the consequences based on what I want out of this life and what is this action gonna possibly affect that. Now I have certain codes, right? Like if you're a brother, I'm completely loyal to you. But beyond that, if I'm not loyal to you, you're not my friend. I don't fucking owe you shit. You should fuck your girl better or something, okay? Same thing with exes, but there's a lot more leeway here, right? If they're together, oh my God, obviously. If it's an ex, well, how long has it been? A year, 2 years? Okay, come on, get over it, dude. I want some hot pussy, right? Now, if it's someone that he was really close with, oh my God, of course not, no. If like he was heartbroken over her and they were really like strong relationship, right? I'd be like, no, I'm not touching that, no way. Plus I know that she would probably be trying to get with me to make him jealous, right? But sometimes, you know, like I remember when I was in college and some couple would be dating, right? And I know the guy, he's a cool guy. And then like a year and a half, 2 years later, she's single or she's in a relationship with someone else, but I don't know this guy. I remember there's one instance of that in college. There was this girl and she always had a crush on me, but she was dating someone that I knew. And so I was like, okay. And then I don't know, we ran into each other at a day party at our fraternity house. And we were flirting with each other and I stole her glasses and I ran into my room and she followed me. And she's like, can I have my glasses back? And I'm like, She's like, all right, fine, what if I kiss you? Can I get my glasses back? Is that what you want? She even said that, she's like, you wanna kiss me, right? All right, fine. And we ended up making out. But then she felt super guilty and went to go spend that with her boyfriend. I don't know if he ever specifically found out. I can't even remember if I ever met him. I've been in the same room as him, but I haven't met him. But he never approached me about it, right? So if he knows, then he's a bitch. But I didn't give a shit. The other guy was cool. I knew him. I wasn't exactly really good friends with him, but it'd been fucking a few years. Okay. But it's still gonna be a bomb, right? Guys get butthurt over that shit. Men are very, very possessive. And they'll be like, that's my ex. Like, okay, dude, like, if that's like a serious ex of yours, or if I know that you particularly hate when guys sleep with exes, I'll probably avoid it, right? If we're friends, okay. I respect that value of yours. I'm not gonna, risk our friendship just for some pussy. But if you're like, whatever, it's fine. But it can be a potential bomb, so you have to realize the consequences, know who you're dealing with, which social circle you're dealing with, and then make a decision based on what you want out of life, and if you're willing to deal with the consequences that come with it. Are you willing to hurt someone else? That's the question you have to answer. But it's definitely a bomb. Fucking multiple women in the same social circle, or trying to. And I actually made a mistake of this recently. There's this girl, asked her out, trying to avoid too many details. And then we talked, but then she told me, hey, I'm actually talking to someone and maybe we couldn't hang out because, maybe they're getting serious. I said, okay, no worries. And then I also had a crush on her friend, oh shit. And I actually wanted to ask her friend out first, but I kind of got the chance with this one first. And so I was like, all right, fuck, I'll try the other one. And I wanted to wait like a week or two to kind of let the dust settle, because I noticed that girl, she ended up seeing me with a girl that I'm dating. And at first got kind of pissed off, but then started acting really nice to me after, because my girl's smoking hot. And so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I kind of got rejected. Then she saw me with another girl, got mad, but then realized I'm super high value. And the girl who I originally wanted to ask out, she kind of started being really flirty with me. And I was like, fuck it. And I was like, hey, so your friend has a boyfriend, do you? And she's like, yeah, I actually live with him. And I was like, oh fuck. I thought she lived with the friend. And I was like, oh shit, whoops. And I was like, god damn it. So I know there's, she's gonna go back to her friend and be like, hey, guess who asked me out? I'm gonna be like, they're probably gonna see me and they're gonna be like, this fuckboy. So it was a bomb. I was willing to, there's really no long-term consequences. I mean, it's not like I was friends with them. I just wanted to fuck them. So I'm dealing with the consequences, right? Or they're both still gonna like me because they're gonna be like, wow, he's such a fucking player. He goes after what he wants, right? So do what you want. Most of this is just avoiding hurting other people's feelings, but a lot of times they don't really have a good argument a lot of times people will use emotional blackmail on you, right? They're gonna act all sad and they're gonna be like jealous and insecure around you about this situation, but they don't have rights over a certain person, right? So you need to ask yourself, the people in this social circle, are you willing to blow up your friendship with them? Are you willing to risk what you have with them for basically pussy? Most of this is coming down to just getting pussy, right? The things that we get afraid of is having sex with women that other men are jealous of us having sex with them. They consider that theirs, or they get mad that she liked you and not him, and that makes them feel bad. Most of it is just around pussy, right? So ask yourself, are you willing to risk it with them? And are you willing to risk also the negative fallout of failing, right? Because you might not succeed. You might go for it and you fail, then it's gonna look really bad. Because at least if you got it, it might cause a bigger stir, a bigger bomb, because it actually made something happen. But there's going to be a lot of positives coming your way because you're such a stud that you got this girl. Fucking a girl is like the highest status thing you could do. One of the highest status things you can do. And so if you succeed in it, there's a lot of positives. Negatives too, but a lot of positives. But if you go for it and fail, it's a whole lot of bad because you tried, so you're willing, so you basically said like, your opinion of me is not worth me giving up pussy just to make you happy, right? Because you made the decision based on what you know about what you want from the friendship with them. You fucked that up, and then you also didn't even get it in the end. So you were willing to risk a lot, and you failed. So it's high risk, high reward, but in this case, you didn't get any reward and you fucked up, and it kind of doubles the badness of it because it makes you look shitty, but it also makes you look weak. But remember, you're not here to make anyone happy. Do what the fuck you want to do, right? You shouldn't adjust your lifestyle just to make people happy unless those people are important to you, okay? And you don't owe anyone in this world fucking anything. So decide who's close to you, decide what your moral boundaries are with them. And I have some that I take very, very seriously, and if people break those, I consider them shitty people. But you have to decide what's important to you and what you consider ethical or morally permissible, and there's some distinctions there. And you have to decide, do you want to fuck girls with boyfriends? It'll look really bad. You're gonna be known as a player, which is gonna be good because girls are gonna wanna fucking suck your dick because you're this awesome beast who's cucking everybody. But it's gonna piss off a lot of guys and you're gonna ruin a lot of friendships and you're gonna create negative feelings. Right when I was in college, I created a lot of fucking bad feelings of the guys who liked the girls that I was having sex with. They were the normal guys, loser guys who were crushing after these girls, and they hear about Hector, the fuckboy, fucked another girl. Oh, it's a girl that I liked. I remember once I had this girl over, we were cooking, and she was like straddling me in my fraternity house, and obviously my fraternity brothers are around the house, and one of them took a picture. He's a fucking dumbass, and he sent it like as like a joke to a friend of his in a different fraternity, like, oh, look at Hector getting another girl. But that guy actually had a friend who was currently like thinking about dating her. They'd been talking and hanging out, but I don't know if they'd fucked yet. And he sent that picture to him, and then the other guy confronted this girl, right? So there's consequences to the actions. I didn't do anything, but I was going after a girl who indirectly was wanted by someone else, and it ruined that, and it created a lot of controversy because she thought I was sending the picture. It's like, what the fuck? Why would I send that? Why would I have my fraternity brother take a picture and like blow my cover? I want to keep you as a secret lover. We eventually got back in contact, and we figured it out. And we haven't talked in a while, but it was nice at the time that for us to clear the air. But there were consequences, right? It was a bomb. Exes, multiple women get pissed off if you're fucking a lot of them, but they like it at the same time. It's kind of a love-hate thing. They hate that you're such a fuckboy, but they love the fact that you're a real man who does what he wants. So decide what it is you want, realize there's consequences to it, and play with the bombs only if you're ready to get fucking exploded all over your face with reputation cum. Now, if you want to understand more about reputation, I have a whole book on that based on my experiences in college. Even if you're not in college, it still applies, teaches you the principles of how to avoid bad situations like this, how to navigate the social waters. When I explained earlier how reputation works, how it's kind of just a one-to-one thing, like this person has this idea of you, this person has another idea, and then there's a million of them that kind of coexist and morph with each other. That's my idea of micro and macro reputation. And I explain more of that in the book. So it's in the description below, King of College. Check it out. Learn more about how reputation works and how to navigate these social circle situations. But bombs can end up really fucking with your friend groups, and I've definitely burned a lot of friend groups. But in a lot of ways, I don't really give a shit because I'm here for me and I'm doing what I want. And as long as I'm not hurting someone that I care about, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Okay, cool. Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlshapes.com. Please follow me on social media. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.